So we're back again with yet again another episode of The Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword HD. In the last episode, we got a pretty good chunk of the Fire Sanctuary taken care of. I've gotten pretty good digging mitts. I didn't really do that in the last episode, but the episode before last. But in this one, we are going to definitely finish up the dungeon. This is like the final leg of it. So we left off in this room. So what do we do? First of all, I want to say that I'm kind of disappointed that I can't actually save at this point, because when you reach this room and you don't really want to progress off screen, there is no bird statue. So once you leap off of the Bridge of Decision, there is no bird statue until you leave out the gate. So that sucks. But all right, I know that we have to just, do this room, go and light these torches this way. Now, before I do that, actually, I hate to wander off of, objective. But I want to go back in this room. The reason for this is because a couple of things that I want to make note of. I freaking love this. The idea of, the sun just beaming through the roof is freaking beautiful. I just had to point that out. I freaking love that. The idea of just, the graphics being the way they are, and the shading, the coloring, and little small attention to detail bits are just perfect. But that's not the reason that I'm going back here. Yeah, butterflies. I could have this could have made or break me or broke me in the future, but hey, go ahead and get the net. You don't have to catch these butterflies, but I'm just going to because, I never know. Maybe I want to infuse some potions later. I might mess with that later, but who knows. But go ahead and strum here. And it appears this. Now here is actually where I want to draw some rupees, because this could make or break me. Alright. Hopefully it doesn't frickin' break me, though. Draw a rupee. Down. And there. That was horrible. Frickin' worked. I'll take it, though. It worked. Alright. Wasn't a silver rupee, though, which is kind of what I was hoping for, but alright. Back to that torch room we go. Alright, so back to this room. Yeah, I just had to do that. I didn't really have to, but for my sake, it just had to be taken care of. Let's go ahead and borrow underneath here. So, what did I say? That's basically the easy torch right there. But we want to go in a positive slope kind of pattern first. So just light that one next. And we're going from least to greatest, okay? So just keep that in mind. And we're not going to go ahead and hit that switch that's by the bomb yet. We just want to roll a bomb over it. So we can access the next one, which is the one right in front of the rock. Alright. And turn that on. And then we want to turn on the one behind us. Like that. And lastly, we want to turn on the one there. Yay, the room's lit up now. And it's unlocked. The chest. Pretty good. Oh boy. I figured this moment would come, so we want to use our little principles. Dead ends. Centipedes don't go down them. So, just hit that, and kind of dizzy him out. Just kind of tick him off a little bit. Alright, hit him there again. And he shouldn't be more difficult now. Let's chase him. Chase that Tushy. Come on, buddy. You know you want this. Alright, chase him that way. This is probably the harder method that I'm going with it, but it helps me. And there, we took down the final centipede for the dungeon. Looking pretty freaking awesome. Let's go ahead and emerge. I almost said borrow again. Why would we need to do that when we've already done our job? Yay, the room looks all good now. It's all lit up and looking pretty for Princess Zelda. Not really. She won't be here. Hopefully. Alright, open this up, and I think we all know what's inside. Yeah, the mysterious crystals. This mass is made up of faintly glowing square crystals. Several are missing. I wonder why. I wonder why, but that will serve as our key to the boss room. Okay, with that opened up for us, let's go ahead and just check the map. Alright, we have one more chest to go ahead and get, and it requires going to backtrack just a little bit. So, with that, let's just go ahead and peek to our left and right. Hearts, pretty useful. Alright. With that gate now open, it should stay open. Now, this may seem like the harder choice, but what I would do right now is save. Alright. Yes. Save. Okay. Now, I normally would also want to go and leave to go back to the entrance, because that'll help a lot. Go back to the sky, but you know, that'll help too. That'll help too. I'll explain in a minute. I'll explain in a minute. Okay, so if you actually leave and warp back to inside the volcano, which is the entrance to the fire sanctuary, it'll put you back at like an easier spot so you can access the final chest. So the final chest that I'm going to go ahead and get is the one with a bottle inside of it. Alright? It shouldn't be that bad. It just requires killing that last hand and draining the lava and going back down to the other entrance, which is what I had to do to open that chest. Alright? So let me go ahead and get there, and it should all make sense in a minute. Alright, so come back to this little spot right here, and next to this bird statue, just go ahead and take a stroll down the stairs. So, the door after this, or what's behind this door right here, is the hand that you have to kill to access the chest. That keys right there, I was just like, it was staring, my butt was staring staring death in the face. I could have said that a lot better, but it didn't happen. But this is the hand that we have to kill, okay? So, I believe that we should go ahead and let him lift us. That is not what I wanted him to do. Go ahead and just stay here. And this should be a green spout thing somewhere up here. I'm not sure which. Okay, so make your way up to the top and claw shot your way over. Does this bokoblin drop anything in particular? Let's see if I just hit him with an arrow. I'm hoping for an ornamental skull. Okay, not really. You know, I'll take 5 rupees. I'll take 5 rupees for my troubles, because I killed too many of these guys to not even get treasure, but hey, I'll accept that. A quick buck. Just go ahead and claw shot your way over here, and go ahead and just drop. Now, when you fall down here, there should be a small other burrow spot that we didn't pay attention to yet. Yeah. Since we got the digging mitts, we can go under here. Yeah. Little did I know that this would actually take us to a major treasure of the dungeon. Alright. I spent like a delirious 7 minutes wandering around trying to remember what to do for this part, so hey, editing will be fun, right? Alright. In all seriousness, just go ahead and bonk that gate, and it should all make sense in a minute. Okay? What this gate is going to lead to is a couple of water fruits, hopefully. I said hopefully, that's all. Just go ahead and run over in here. And yeah, I was staring at this freaking thing through this gate, and I was like, how the hell did I get in there again? Yeah. Burrow, like I just did, over there, right over there, and make your way in here. This will permit you to kill the hand that will drain the lava and lead your way to the chest. Okay? So many steps for one treasure chest. I swear to God. Let's go ahead and just flick this at him. And chop him open. Crack him like an egg. And there we go. It's a shame that we had to kill him because he actually did end up helping us up. So, which means that there is no way back to that door. You gotta find your way back. Okay? That sucks, but at least you can go out this door and find out what's behind it. And you open up this chest, and it shall be your 4th bottle. Yeah. Awesome. All for just killing a hand, like a lava hand, whatever you want to call them, but it worked. Now we can leave. It went to the item check, so hey, at least Beatrice is watching over it for us. Okay. Alright. Now, leaving will be the fun part. What we should do is climb up this and get our way back to the door. Which means that we'll actually leave this dungeon again via a bird statue and warp back to the bird statue right in front of the boss door labeled Inside Fire Sanctuary. Okay? That's Zelda for you. Alright, let's go. Alright, so leave the dungeon, leave and go back to the sky, and go back to this part, yeah, labeled Fire Sanctuary. Inside Fire Sanctuary. This will put you right in front of the boss door. You know, that's the interesting thing about this specific Zelda game. You have to think. You really have to frickin' think sometimes before you just make decisions. So, alright. Double check the map, and it looks like every chest is all taken care of and opened. Man, talk about a frickin' adventure. That's the Fire Sanctuary for you, but do you drop anything? Do you drop anything, buddy? Let me shoot you right in the buttocks and find out what you're gonna drop. And you said I was wasting my time. Which means we'll have about 6 ornamental skulls. It's better than 0, like I just had. What about you? What about you, before I just go in? I know that I'm wasting time and just get to the boss already. You know, it doesn't hurt to look. It doesn't. Alright. So, my projections indicate that we should probably flip this thing. That's all I had to do? Okay. Thanks, game. So much for a key puzzle, right? Hello there, LSP. I see you're still among the living. Fancy meeting you here. We seem to bump into each other time and time again. Oh, it's no coincidence, though, is it? You and I, we're bound by a thread of fate. Look at these old drawings. Until I found these, I was upset about that little stunt the goddess's guard dog pulled at the Gate of Time. What was that twig's name again? Impa. Well, never mind that, because these drawings suggest the existence of a second Gate of Time. This news has just filled my heart with rainbows. I've been a busy boy, searching here and there and everywhere for another Gate of Time. And yet, I couldn't even find a single clue. Since I know I can be honest with you, I'll admit, I got a little sulky. It was frowns all around. The thought of never getting my hands on that darling young girl again was, well, more than I could bear. But then, then I found this place. The prospect of a second Gate of Time has made me positively giggly. That girl, your adorable friend, she will be instrumental in bringing me about the revival of my master. And though I feared she was now quite beyond my reach, I despair no longer. But before we talk any further on that subject, there's still the outstanding matter of your punishment, LSP. Do you remember when I told you that the next time we met, I'd make your ears bleed from the sound of your own screams? Well, I've been thinking, perhaps corporal punishment is a touch harsh. I might be willing to forgive and forget, if you'll strike a deal. All I ask is that you tell me where I can find the other Gate of Time. That's not too much to ask, is it? Oh, and don't you play coy with me. I know that you know, so why not let me in on the fun? Such behavior. A mischievous boy like you needs to be dealt with firmly. I must warn you, I won't go easy on you this time. Lovely, aren't they? You'll find the supple skin of my arms tougher than any armor. Doesn't their shape just leave you breathless? Behold, such beauty, such a pure form, such an exquisite physique, such stunning features. Yes, I've pretty much got it all. Though there is one teensy, tiny thing I lack. Namely, mercy. Come to me, LSP. You and I were bound by that thread of fate, destined to fight. So come close, LSP. Meet me in battle, and the thread of fate that binds us will be soaked crimson with your blood. Oh, Ghirahim, you're just growing more and more with spunk by the hour, aren't you? But hey, he got a free hit. He got another free hit. Thanks, man. Thanks for being your genuine self. But he's really no different this time than the last, but except he spawns more of these little, red spinning knives. But he's getting the touches. He's getting all the touches. Nice try that time. But make sure that his hand is in a good spot, and just chop away at will. There we go. Alright, he has 4 of them this time. Let's go ahead and just chop. You don't want to chop in the way of these knives, because they'll act as a barrier for you, which kind of does suck. But, just kind of hop around and have him lock his hand in one position. Very attractive. But he has 2 swords this time, so not going to be any easier. Alright. There you go. Just go ahead and flag those spikes that he spawns above you, or around you this way. Alright. Alright. Let's go ahead in the middle of the room to have like a better angle on him. Alright. We can talk about this man. Alright, nice dodge. Spin attack. There we go. Looking purty. Alright. Have him just do his routine again. Sprint away. Get a couple little baby hits on him. Alright. Looking solid. Uh-huh. What you gonna do this time, man? Lick your sword and hopefully not cut your tongue? My god, Ghirahim. Hey, Ghirahim's the only one that can lick his sword and not get cut, so I wish I can do that from the backside, but that sounded wrong. Phrasing, Alex, mind you. Bold one, Ghirahim, but Nice try. Didn't hit me. As soon I say that, and he hits me with his freaking spikes, man. There we go. Alright, keep landing those hits, and he should be done in no time. Just another Ghirahim fight down, and my god. I had a bad view that time. I kind of blame the game for that one, not myself. Ooh, okay, don't do that. He lands a pretty nasty hit on you if you hit his sword. So, don't damage his property. Alright. Okay. Nice one. Ouch. Chop. Awesome looking. Looking pretty solid. Alright. Spin attack, yeah. Man, I freaking love, like, each time that you see him, his body, like, kind of cracks and shows that he's getting angrier and angrier at you. So, nice touch there. I like how the game just kind of makes him look just, again, more pissed each time that he sees you. Alright. Just keep it up, and just keep on going. He should be getting pretty tired. Alright. Spin attack. Ooh, don't do that. You don't want to piss him off and destroy his property. Or just bonk it with your sword. Alright. Bonk. Bonk. And there you go. Ghirahim round 2 is finished. Enough of this foolishness. I am Ghirahim, Demon Lord. It shouldn't matter how powerful your sword is. You are still nothing. Not just a human child. And yet you prevail. You filthy scamp. You have awakened a wrath that will burn for eons. I swear to you, whatever it takes, I will drag you into an eternity of torment. Alright, that concludes the Fire Sanctuary, man. Holy frickin' fraholies. We got another heart container. Your life energy has been increased by 1, and now it is also fully replenished. Which makes 17 frickin' hearts. My gosh. Well, we know what this means. Onward to the next room. The Fire Sanctuary. What an awesome dungeon, but holy crap, it gave me the heebie-jeebies at some point, but hit the crest. It is time. The flames of Din have imbued your blade with a sacred white light that demons revile. Master, now that it has been tempered by the last of the sacred flames, your blade has finally revealed its true form. You now hold the Master Sword. With the sword's great power, you can awaken the gate of time within the sealed temple. I recommend you make your way to this location. Man, the Fire Sanctuary, it's just... That boss, it was just the perfect ending to all three provinces. Now we have all three Sacred Flames. It's just... I'm not ready for this conclusion. For what we're about to face ahead. But we have much more to do before we even think about concluding anything, even close to an LP as this. Man, but hey, this concludes this episode of Skyward Sword HD. This dungeon has been great. I love it. It gives me the ups and downs and the heebie-jeebies sometimes, but I got through it. I say that it gives me trouble sometimes, but I have others say, I have no trouble. I didn't either, but man, it has its little tricky moments. But hey, in the next episode, we're going to do a couple more things side quest related and perhaps find out what's up. Maybe see Gorko again over at the Lanayru side, because there is a little bit of an exciting minigame that he has for us. But hey, with that, stay tuned, subscribe, like, comment, or anything else, and peace out, everyone.